know how things come up on your memory, like this day last year, like 1,000 years ago. Well, memory came up today, and June 21st of 2025 was the day I actually took a drive out here, and I believe it was on a Saturday, and looked at this house for the first time. It's the only house that I actually physically went to go look at, and it was love at first sight, really. And so it was great. And here I am a year later, putting bird food in my bird feeders that not only do the birds enjoy, but the squirrels do too. And there's some like really pretty birds, all different colorful birds and stuff. And I love watching the squirrels play and do their little dances coming up here. Look at that. My little critters are out there watching Mama here. But yeah, I actually signed a contract a year ago, and the closing date was July 21st, and then it got moved for a week later because we were waiting on the windows in the garage had to be replaced and stuff. So there it was. And shout out to my friend Jamie D, my friend from Jacksonville. Well, former friend. Somehow friendships kind of fall out over the stupidest thing. But anyway, yeah, it is what it is. But here I am. It's been one heck of a year, actually, between the move. It took a month to move to actually get my other house in Jacksonville closed out and turned back over to the leasing company. And I did everything by myself. Because I didn't have any other choice. Shout out to my old friend Jamie D for actually helping me on some of that stuff, taking that ride here, and then also helping me clear out my other house and move shit that was too big for me to move by myself. But yeah, you know what? This has been one heck of a year, like I said. It's been challenging, move closing out, and space for family to come in, and giving them a place to like kind of get grounded and acclimated to Florida so that they could start their new life here in Florida. They're officially Floridians now, and just great. I'm glad to have been able to provide that opportunity and that support for them. But even with that being said, it's challenging. You know, like I was in the house maybe a week. I've been busting my ass, like putting furniture together, and everything's is new. Trying to get this place situated and comfortable for guests, for long-term guests. And I even had friends come out. I had I had one friend come for dinner early on and saw the house. But I had another friend from Dory, who was in Ocala for a horse event and came by. So that was it. I had surgery. I had recovery from surgery. So there's been a lot of stuff happening. But all in all, I'm grateful for this entire year. I'm grateful for, everyone who's, given me some support, positive support and encouragement throughout this entire process. I'm also finishing up my dissertation, which is a little frustrating. But I just have to, I'm in the editing phase now, so before I could do the final pass and by my committee and my chair and defend. So I'm shooting for September 15th grad date. I didn't make the June grad date. They had the commencement last weekend, and I'm disappointed about that, but you know what? At the end of the day, I'll have DR in front of my name in the next couple of months, and if I choose to walk next year, I will. So I'm in my backyard now. You can see I planted a garden, and there's peppers. Already reaped the pepper and ate it. Reaped the tomato, ate it. There's eggplant that are they're budding now, and there's a bunch of tomatoes on there now, and another pepper, a couple other peppers. So we'll see. Yeah. So I just want to say, like, you know, relationships are interesting. You know, I'm at a season in my life where I'm not going to put any more effort into things where people aren't putting an equal amount of effort into. I always used to be the person who reached out, hey, how you doing? Like, whatever. And I don't get that in return. I haven't gotten that in return. And so these are not people I put a lot of effort into, or any effort to. And, you know, things have changed a lot. Some of the challenges over the past year have also been the organization I was affiliated with. I was supposed to be in the middle of my presidency right now, but I resigned, which has given me peace. But, you know, there are people on there who I thought were friends, and we're not anymore, so that's okay. It just is. It is what it is. You know, people that we're friends with, it's interesting how, you know, even when people, even though they were still affiliated with the organization, and I clearly stated that I would understand if they needed to distance themselves from me. That two of them specifically said they wouldn't, and yet they did. So it's just stuff like that. I can understand there might be some sort of legality thing that happened based off of you know, me putting a spotlight on certain things in that organization. But it'd be nice if people had enough gumption to just kind of say, hey, you know, whatever, we love you, but we've been advised not to have contact. That would have been great, considering that I thought we were friends and had history way before this organization ever came to be, like the affiliation of the organization ever came to be. But it is what it is. So I do have few connections, and the ones that I do have, I will continue to put effort into. Even Real Roots, like the update on that, when I did a Real Roots experience, the one thing they guaranteed was to walk away with at least one friend, and I do believe out of the 5 people that went through this experiment together, as my new friend Pina would say, I have one friend. So, and we align. And that's okay, you know, and, you know, people dynamics and weird things and all kinds of stuff. So I'll get into that at some other point in time. I'm not going to do that today, but I just wanted to reflect on the past year and the gratitude I still have for moving to this small little town in Citrus County. It's so quiet and peaceful. It's only about an hour and 15 from Orlando, and about the same to Tampa. So I feel like I'm in a pretty good proximity to other things and other connections that I have. So life is good. Um, Life is good. The critters are getting older. They are aging, and we've had a couple of scares over the last couple of weeks with two of them, but they're bouncing back. Like once they get into that like geriatric phase of their doghood, like there's like these like, oh my god, are they circling the drain kind of thing, and it's very scary. But then it's also like, I'm not reality. I'm a realist, and I know that as long as they're still able to have a quality of life, that we're still good. But when they no longer have that quality of life for them, then I know what I need to do. I've had enough pets to understand that, those phases. And as difficult as it is, it's also part of what it is. So anyway, happy solstice, happy Father's Day, and yeah, summer is here. I've been rewatching Game of Thrones, which is all about winter is coming. Interesting note on that is that I'm rewatching it, and there's like so many, and I love that show. I thought it was fantastic. And I'm noticing that I'm remembering, I'm seeing things like I didn't remember from before. A lot more details, and a lot more maybe fondness for some characters, and compassion for others, and still continued hatred for certain characters. That didn't change. But yeah, so that's just where I'm at. I'm enjoying my home. Family's moved out. I have it to myself. And that's a different experience too. So, all right, I'm wishing everyone well. Just wanted to do a check-in. I know it's a little lengthy. However, feel free to not watch the whole thing, which is fine too, as I say this at the end. Anyway, sending everybody love and hugs. Mwah. Baci a Dante.